Hey everyone, so in today's video, I am so excited to revisit a classic in so many folks' makeup bags and a product that really truly went viral last year. So Clinique Black Honey, we kind of all know the gist of it, right? Last year I did a roundup video on potential dupes or alternatives. It's one of my most viewed videos and I am just so happy that it gained traction and you guys found it helpful. But in case you didn't watch that video, something that I touched on is that the Almost Lipstick formula itself from Clinique isn't my 100% favorite. And really for a long time I was expecting it to be because in theory it really gives me everything I want. It's supposedly nourishing, buildable, not really slippy on the lips. So really in theory, pretty perfect makeup product for me. However, not an absolute favorite. But Clinique actually released a black honey lip gloss, so I picked it up and I wanted to review it for you guys. Formula, color. In today's video, we are talking about it. I actually did a full makeup look to kind of, just inspired by Clinique Black Honey. The new gloss retails for $19 and Clinique describes it as a really cushiony formula. It is a buttery gloss that really hugs the lips, shine all day while also being hydrating. So, number one, a pet peeve of mine with lip gloss is a lip gloss that is too buttery, one that kind of feels like it's getting outside of the lip lines, or also a lip gloss that's too sticky and stiff on the lips. So I was really hoping that this would be somewhere in the middle. They did add hyaluronic acid into this formula, as well as other waxes and butters to hopefully keep that hydration and moisture in the lips as you continue to wear it. Looking at the ingredient list, shea butter is actually quite high on the list, which I found to be very promising because I am a lover of shea butter. I think it's really, really underrated, you guys. Another plus of this formula is that it is fragrance free. Now, I gotta be honest, I love a good cake batter, vanilla scent. I love a cherry scent, but this is fragrance free and that means that it's going to work for more people. So I definitely appreciate that. It does come in 10 different shades. Obviously, we're speaking specifically on Black Honey, but really Clinique is saying that this is going to be a very nourishing, high shine finish, gives you a super glossy effect. Packaging is very in line with Clinique, very simple, and it does have an hourglass applicator. I find it to be very easy to use. Not necessarily better or worse than a typical doe foot or like a paddle applicator. We'll get back into application in a second, but let's talk about my experience with the formula. So something that I immediately really appreciated about this formula, and something that is also true of the Almost lipstick, is that this is a very buildable formula. It's not going to be full pigmentation, but there is a buildability to it, and I think that it's really easy to control. So if you want to go with super sheer, this is definitely more on the sheer side, or really build it up, you can do that. And I actually think that this gloss is a little bit more pigmented than the classic Almost lipstick formula, which I did find to be surprising. Worn out really sheerly, you can kind of see the rose come out in this color. It definitely has that gorgeous chocolatiness that we all associate with Black Honey, and ultimately what I do think makes it a different shade. There are a lot of plums, there are a lot of rosy plum colors out there, but not all of them have that chocolatey note that I think is what makes Black Honey special. This definitely has it. And I will leave up swatches of this shade of the lip gloss comparatively to the Almost lipstick because I think that's very helpful. Again, you can see with a built up swatch versus a sheer swatch, it does kind of bring out a slightly different undertone depending on how you wear it, but ultimately it is the same shade. And it's not like we weren't expecting it to be that, but it is worth noting that the color will be a little bit different depending on how you wear the product, how much you build it up. I'm just gonna come out and say it because I think that we are far enough in the video to say this. I love this lip gloss so much. I think it's better than Black Honey, the Almost lipstick formula. Now, please, I know that's kind of sacrilegious to say because Black Honey and the Almost lipstick formula is such a cult favorite, but just hear me out. But I think that this is even better. The formula, I think, is really gorgeous and even more flattering than the Almost lipstick. So let me explain why. There is this gorgeous translucence that really enables the product to become one with the lips and kind of lets your lips naturally shine through a little bit. Again, you can really build this up and get quite a bit of pigment, but I think that that's kind of the beauty of the Black Honey lipstick, is that it's supposed to look good on everyone. It's supposed to be universally flattering. Whether or not that's truly the case, always debatable. But I love that translucent quality of this product because to me, it makes it more likely to be a truly universally flattering product. It makes for such a flattering, your lips but better effect when, quite honestly, this is definitely not my lips but better shade. It almost kind of acts like a lip oil on the lips, the way it kind of meshes into the lip and kind of envelops it while kind of letting the lips slowly peek through. It's very, very beautiful. Formula-wise, it doesn't feel like a lip oil necessarily. It has more grip to it. And I personally find I wore this yesterday and ate like a decent meal, and I wore it full pigmentation and I was left with this. So it definitely is a long-lasting lip gloss. Now, if you are someone that doesn't like any tack, like tack to your lip gloss at all, I don't think that you're going to like this because it's a lip gloss and it has tack and it is also long wearing. So it just kind of comes with the territory. But I love that this has a nice grip to it. And again, I love how natural it looks. And here's my favorite part about the gloss. Something about the formula in combination with the color and in combination with the formula. When I wear it, I really feel like my lips look bigger than they are. Yesterday I put it on and I was like, holy crap. My lips definitely looked bigger, but it, you know, I wasn't overlining or anything like that. It really is like such a romantic lip color. I know people have talked about that before, but truly within this gloss formula, it just looked really romantic. I don't know how else to describe it. It's such an understated romantic vamp kind of color. Again, a very understated version of that, but like it is such like the most beautiful, pillowy, like fall lip color paired with this formula that I do feel like is nourishing, is secure on the lips, is buildable, makes my lips look bigger than they are, and ultimately has that perfect balance of plum and red and brown. For me, it's a slam dunk. It really is incredible. You guys, I totally forgot to talk about something that I think is really important. Another reason why I think that this gloss is more flattering than the Almost lipstick is that it, you know, it has that jelly translucence like I was talking about before. It doesn't cling onto dryness. I have chronically dry lips, and this really rehydrates the lips rather than clinging on to those little dry patches, which if a color is a little bit deeper, it is going to naturally do that or be more likely to do that. And I have not had any issues of that with this product. So if you have drier lips and you found that to be the case with the Almost lipstick, it kind of just, it looked a little bit dry on the lips, for lack of a better word. This will not do that. Also, side note, that kind of translucent quality of this product, I know I keep saying that over and over again, I really, really love that about this, and I can see why other people would not. They'd be like, oh, it's streaky. For me, it is so, because it almost has this lip oil quality, I find that when I just like pat my lips, it kind of reabsorbs into them and it looks, I don't know how else to describe it. It just looks so freaking good. I know that it's not sold in stores everywhere, but I will leave a link down below to it. Ultimately, I think that this is the product that should go viral. I think for fall, I really couldn't even think of a better lip gloss color. If this does end up selling out, or maybe if you guys are just interested, if you'd like me to do also an alternative video to the Clinique Black Honey Lip Gloss, I'm definitely willing to do that. Just leave me a comment down below. And if you do want to see that Clinique Black Honey original video where I talk about other alternatives, formulas that I actually prefer to the original, I will leave it over here. As always, you guys, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in my next one.